So do you remember the times that we had before Amazon? And here, let me explain. If you were looking for a pasta machine 10, 15 years ago, how would you buy that machine? Well, you'd look through the newspaper, then you'd go online, the best that it was at that time, and you'd try to find, that pasta machine. And then you'd start driving store to store to store to try to find that pasta machine. And then thus the creation of Amazon, where you can just plug in, I want a pasta machine. There's every pasta machine you can possibly imagine, discounts, and it can actually be shipped to you the next day. So when in today's video, what I'd want to explain to you guys is how I can be your Amazon when it comes to finding your best mortgage rate and terms. So my name is Dan Frio. I do a report every day to inform you guys everything of the economics of real estate. So with mortgage rates this high, how can you scan the market to ensure you are getting the best rate and the lowest fees in the market? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So first off, let me explain how the mortgage process works so you completely understand it. So here's what happens in most cases. I'll get a phone call. I get phone calls every day. People asking me, okay, Dan, I need to find out what rate I can get from you. I've already got pre-qualified from 5 other places. I probably need to get pre-qualified with you. And then I need to see what kind of rate you have. Okay, so you're going to have to now fill out another application. We're going to have to pull your credit again. I'm going to have to do all the research and then get back with you and say, okay, I know you've been pre-qualified at 5 other places and I got you pre-qualified too. So now we need to really narrow it down to what the rate is and what your fees are going to be. So let me actually just pull the curtain back a little bit and explain the mortgage process for you before we get over to the Amazons of how we can find you the best rate in the market. So here's how it works. You call a mortgage company or apply online. What happens is they'll pull your credit, and then what happens? Well, we upload your data into one of 2 entities. It is called Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Now, it doesn't matter if you understand or know who they are, but basically just understand they approve 90% of the country's mortgages, okay? So me, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Rocket Mortgage, Guaranteed Rate, we all use this system to get the initial approval. So that step is, it's necessary, but if one company got you approved, well, everybody else can get you approved, okay? So that's how it really works in the background, in its easiest forms. So now, what do we do uniquely that I am saying that I can be your Amazon when it comes to finding the best rate in town? Okay, so let's get over to the systems that we're using. We use a system, and here it is. We're set up with over 70 of the country's largest banks, credit unions, and mortgage companies. What we have the ability to do is we can use their products and their rates when it comes to your loan. So let me show you how it works. I plug in all your data once we get you pre-qualified, and then I hit the go button. It's going to scan the whole country to try to find who's got the best rate for your situation right there at that time. So in this case, you're going to see through here, and the one unique thing you're going to see here is everything's going to say basically wholesale at the end. What wholesale means is you can't get these rates on your own, and many of these companies, you don't even have access to access their mortgage programs. So they allow me to use their programs and their rates to offer to you because I'm a mortgage broker, and we're one of the largest mortgage brokers in the country. Okay, so let's go through this. So I plug in your criteria and then I hit the go button, and here's what's happening. Let's say, for example, with this one, as of today, right now, it's saying 11 Mortgage. You've probably never even heard of 11 Mortgage. Well, 11 Mortgage has the best rate in the market right now. Okay, but here, let me show you how many companies we're going to scan this through. So there's 11 Mortgage, Remin, Homebridge, PRMG, NextBank, CMG, Florida Capital, PennyMac, Nations Direct, Lone Stream, Carrington, NewFi, ARC, Change, Kind. Do you understand my point? There's over 70 different lenders that we're going to scan the market for, so you don't have to apply for another loan. Takes another half hour. Then you're going to have to wait a day or two for some analyst to get back with you. They're going to pull your credit. Then they're going to go through all these questions. Then they're going to call you. Then they're going to tell you what kind of rate they can offer. The one thing I also caution you is rates right now are all over the map. Just yesterday, rates went up 1/8%. So let's say you called somebody in the morning. They said, oh, I can get you a rate at 7.5. Well, if you hesitated and you spent the whole day calling everybody trying to find where their mortgage rates are, then you're like, oh, that guy had the best rates. I'm going to call him back. You call him back and they're like, well, unfortunately, now the rate is 7.7. You missed it. So don't miss out on the best rates that you can qualify for with our systems. So my name is Dan Frio. I do this report on a daily basis. I'm a mortgage advisor licensed in all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico, and I've been doing this for over 30 years. So I've navigated these markets in good times and in bad. How do you reach out to us to get this help? Well, just go to therateupdate.com. Here it is. And one thing I want to show you guys here is you can see right through here where it says loan estimate. If you already got a loan estimate from a company, click this and upload your loan estimate to us. What we're going to ask you is, what is your credit score? Because on the loan estimate, your credit score is not on there. Then we're going to take that data and we're going to scan you through this system. And then I'm going to do a personalized video back to you guys explaining the loan estimate that you have and then what we could do for you. But if you haven't yet applied, there's 3 ways you can do that. 1, you can hit the apply now button right up there. It's going to ask you a series of questions. And basically why we do that is I want to make sure you're assigned to a specialist on my team that specializes in the loan that's good for you. Otherwise, if you're like, Dan, I'd really like to just call somebody, or maybe can I email you? Well, absolutely you can. Just go down to the bottom of my website and you're going to find both those. You can give us a call, 844-775-5626, or shoot me an email. This goes to me directly and I will answer it, and it is me personally answering that. So please, if you need any assistance with getting pre-qualified for a home, maybe to buy your first house, maybe for your first investment property, many people, believe it or not, are looking for the second home at this time because the competition out there on the bidding wars is gone, and you'll be able to out there probably be the only bid on there and have a little bit of negotiation powers with the seller. So thanks so much for watching. God bless. And all I ask you to do today is one thing. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so you can see videos like this and videos that I post on a daily basis to help you guys navigate the real estate world. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.